what's up? This is Atomic Swift, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Sorry I haven't done a computer video in a while. Had a hard time thinking of stuff to make videos about that had to do with computers. Then I found this. I found this on a torrent site. So it's called 400 gigabyte or 400 GB CoinOps Ultimate PC Unofficial, including updates, final UOG. Like I said, I'm not going to provide a link where you could download this from. All I can say is you can find it on torrent sites. It's a really cool front-end program. And like I said, it's a 310 gig download. So it's kind of big. So just in case you'd seen it and you were wondering, you know, or maybe you have a data cap or something with your ISP. And, you know, maybe you didn't want to waste, you know, 310 gigabytes. And then you find out it's something you don't want. This is just going to show you what it is. So you unrar it. It takes a while because, like I said, it's a 310 gigabyte download. So once you unrar it, you end up with a folder like this. And what this is it's a front end like RetroArch, and it might even have RetroArch somewhere in it. I don't know, but anyway, it's basically a front end program. So what you do is you launch this icon right here, CoinOps. And it launches, and it's you'll see what it does once I launch into it. But basically, what it does is it's a front end for emulators. So you launch this one program, and you have access to all these emulators. And this download includes all the emulators. Everything's all pre-configured. I didn't have to mess with anything. It automatically recognized an Xbox One controller hooked up with the wireless USB adapter. And so, why would you download this? You can put it on your PC. Like, I'm going to keep it on my computer because it's cool to have all this, you know, right at the, you know, right there. And so you don't have to configure emulators or anything like that. But if you're ever going to, like, say, set up like a gaming PC next to your TV and have controllers and you want emulators, you could put it on there. Or say you want to buy an arcade cabinet, an empty arcade cabinet, put a PC in it, make your own MAME arcade. You could do it with this, and this would be the front end program. You could even configure it so once it boots into Windows, it automatically launches this and loads right in. So we're going to take a look at it. Like I said, it's really cool, really easy. Like I said, it automatically recognized the one Xbox controller I was using. And yeah, so let's take a look at this. Arcade games, you got a bunch of different arcade games. They run on the main emulator. And if you want to switch, if you use the Xbox controller, you want to switch to the letters to search through to make it quicker. Use the RB and LB buttons on the top of the controller. I was disappointed. I don't see any issues anyway. I actually beat that game in a previous video. One thing that I did find interesting though. So it's got Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Okay, so since you're in MAME, you hit 5 to add credits to one player. And one player start, you press start on the Xbox controller. Like I said, it's got native mouse support right here. See, I'm using the mouse right here. You just have to go in and configure the buttons. Because these are the buttons when I'm using the Xbox controller. I can't figure out what the fire buttons are on the mouse, but like I said, it's using the mouse. I mean, if you look, it is using the mouse for aiming purposes. So we're gonna back out of there. Great game, by the way, Terminator. One of my favorite arcade games. I made a previous video where I actually beat that. Look here, you got pretty much all of, if not just a lot of, the Sega Genesis library, well, Sega Mega Drive. I mean, you got... That's funny. Yeah, that's not the right picture. Neither was that one. That is funny. Ooh, WrestleMania arcade game. Ooh, was that on? Oh shit. Okay, so you hit escape to back out of it, so that's good. Now we're gonna jump back in there. Press left on your left joystick on the Xbox to go back to the menu. I just want to see if the rest of the arcade games on there. So if you go arcade cabinet. I didn't even look. TV. What that's up? Is that a water scale? Okay, so we're just gonna go down. Oh, sure it is. Let's go. Yeah, that's WrestleMania arcade game. They don't have the graphics right. You can tell by the sound that's WrestleMania arcade game. Of course, WrestleFest, one of the greatest arcade wrestling games. I think I ever played Wrestle. Oh, Superstars. Yeah, I played that. WrestleMania arcade game was the shit. Shit, I think I'm gonna keep this release on my main computer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is our Twinkle.
It's one of my favorite wrestling games. You know, no simulation, just get in there.
Razor Ramon versus The Undertaker. That was great. Magnificent. What skill. That wasn't even a challenge.
God, look at the speed on this game.
To the face.
There you go. Man, love this game. So anyway, that's WrestleMania the arcade game. You know, you got a bunch of other games on here. Sadly, Revolution X is not on here. It's really surprising. So you push left on your left stick to go. So we're gonna go Super Nintendo now. So if you look Super Nintendo, and like I said, a lot, most of, if not the entire Super Nintendo library. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a ton of games on there. Like I said, if you want to set up, if you have an old arcade cabinet and you want to set a PC up just with emulators, I mean, this front end is fucking great. I mean, you can just have this hooked up to your TV in your living room with a computer setting, you know, a computer sitting next to the TV in your living room. So we're gonna go back. So now you got Sega 32X. Not a whole lot of games for 32X. You can add more. I haven't tried that yet, but you can add more. You know, just gotta find the folder where it's storing the ROMs at. And you got the 3DO, all this there is Road Rash, so you can add more games. Never a big fan of the 3DO. You got Nintendo 3DS. Got a bunch of 3DS games. Nowhere near the whole library, of course, but there are quite a few. If you're a Pokemon fan, Sonic Generations. A lot of games there. You also have the Commodore Amiga. Never really got into the Amiga. Back in the day, I was a Commodore 64 kid. We had a Commodore 64, so. And then you got your Atari 2600, of course. Everybody, you know, from the 80s, grew up in the 80s. Had a fucking Atari. They even have that horrible fucking Pac-Man. God, that game. The Atari port of Pac-Man was fucking horrible. Yeah, it sure is there, isn't it? What a shitty game. Look at this pile of... I remember playing this pile of shit. And I played this before I ever played Pac-Man in the arcade, so I was like, oh, this game is cool. And then when I played the one in the arcade, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I mean, a horrible money grab by Atari just to get this fucking game out. Fucking... Ugh. Yeah. Back out of that shit. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a fucking... What is this emulator? What the fuck emulator is this? Close the window on that piece of shit. Oh. Yeah, so I just closed that. I don't know what that's apparently an Atari emulator, of course, but I don't know which one it was. So we're just gonna look at some of this other stuff. So you got your 2600. Then you got the Atari 5200, which tried to do shit a little better, but you know the Atari was pretty too much garbage released on the Atari platform. Tons of games on here. We had the original Atari. I don't think we ever had the 5200 because I think by then we'd Got the Atari 70. Games for that. I mean, dude, this front end is great. So great. I'm trying to think. Yeah, yes, I don't think that's the right picture. We had the wood grain. I think it was the Atari 2600. I don't remember. Oh, look at that. The first 64-bit system, the Atari Jaguar. I played one of these. Oh, what a horrible system. I mean, look at that controller. Terrible. But I mean, there's a bunch of games. Like I said, I wouldn't think people wouldn't be too excited about playing fucking Atari Jaguar. Then you got the Atari Lynx, which is the handheld system that came out. Never played a Lynx. Then you got the ColecoVision. Never played that either. The controllers look horrible. Then you got, of course, Sega's greatest console, in my opinion, the Sega Dreamcast. That is pretty great. You get the 2 Mario Kart games right there. But anyway, that's Coin Ops Ultimate PC, unofficial, including updates. Really cool download, 310 gigs. Yeah, it's a bit much. I mean, I have a shitload of hard disk space, so I got like 6 hard drives in this computer. But yeah, if you got the spare space, definitely download it. Said use it to build your own custom arcade cabinet. You just add ROMs to it yourself. It's fucking pretty great. Pretty great. Like I said, there was no setup. All I had to do was unrar that, which, like I said, took a while because it's 310 gigs. But everything was all set up. Like I said, you just have to find the ROM folders. I didn't even take a minute or two to look, to see where it's saving the ROMs at. But it should be pretty easy to find, so you can add your own games. But yeah, really cool. Highly recommend the download. I can't share a link where you can get that from it. All I can say is it's on torrent sites. I saw it on 2 different torrent sites. And when I saw it, I was like, wow, that might be interesting. I want to see what that is. And I'm glad I did. Like I said, I'm going to keep that. That's really cool. But yeah, sorry it's been a while for no computer videos. I just haven't been able to think of anything that I could make a video about. I try to release other videos though. But thank you for watching all my videos. Thanks for all likes, comments, subs, and as always, bye for now.